Welcome to East Lansing, where the Michigan State fans have already started the Spartan Walk on a perfect night for college football, and one they hope will finish with a Michigan State victory in its home opener. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Powers through the defender. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Cowboys offense has the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. He's going to pass. He's got his man. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Makes his man miss. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's back to throw on second down. Got his man down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The aerial assault continues. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to the ground game on the left. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Neutrals on instruction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Leaves it with the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma State 10, Michigan State 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trying to find his man on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it on the right.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Figueroa. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On second down, just keeps firing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. It's complete to the left. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They're going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Baylor. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Spartans are in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Spartans are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Second down coming up.
Now the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. The Cowboys have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick pass to the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking for a man on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, going up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making him earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up with this performance.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Pulls it in. It's Figueroa. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. The Spartans will punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Going up top on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This one's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll go right back to the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabs it in the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It will be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Handoff to the single running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They go right back to him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.